Hi guys, Mike here once again, and I'm here with my latest build that I have completed. I've actually had this done for about a week and a half. Had it done, but I've been kind of doing little touch-ups with it here and there because I've started a new model here recently, a Porsche 918 Spider, but I haven't posted this one because I had recently had posted a video of my Hawaiian dragster, and I didn't want to do them too close together. Have one video, one right after the other. So, but anyway, I've got this one done. But before I show you what I got done here, I just was wondering if you guys could, I know a friend of mine by the name of Tom Gilmore, and he's a fellow model builder, and I met him on a Facebook group, one of the model building groups that's on there, and we kind of started a group together called Model Cars on Facebook. And I've got some of my builds on there. He's got some of his builds on there, and some other folks as well too. Anyway, he recently found out he's got lung cancer, and he's just getting ready. He'd been starting treatment, but he's got a long, hard fight ahead of him. So if you guys maybe could say some prayers for him, you know, I'd appreciate it. I know you guys don't know him or anything, but you know, he's just somebody that needs some help. So if you guys could, you know, say some prayers for him, I'd really appreciate it. So anyway, but getting on with my build here, this is the Trojan Horse Mustang 2 funny car by AMT, and I've been seeing this model for a long time. I've been eyeing it on the internet, and I've seen it at the hobby store, and I just finally decided to go ahead and pick it up. It was a little bit more money than I usually want to spend on a model. It's cost me around $30. They had it marked down a little bit. So anyway, I'm going to take this box off here and show you what I got. And here she is, my version of the Trojan Horse Mustang 2 funny car. And I wasn't sure what kind of a paint job I wanted to do. I decided to do like a silver paint job on this one, and it came out pretty good. You know, when you get the decals on there, the silver makes the decals stand out really nice. And matter of fact, it really looks a lot like the picture on the box, actually. So it, you know, it's pretty close to what the box color looks like. So but anyway, I got her done, and it really, you know, these funny cars, I like building them because they're not really the difficult, you know, the skill level on these isn't that much, you know. They're pretty easy to build, and plus fact too, that as you guys know, you know, I like drag cars and all that and stuff. It's one of my passions as far as building model cars. So actually this was an easy build, and I'm pretty pleased with it, the way it turned out and everything. And I'm gonna remove the body here, and you can see what I've done here with the inside of it. And I've tried to do, you know, some detail work with it where I can. I did, you know, wired up the engine again on this one. I'm starting to get pretty good with that. I don't know, I guess must be a little off with how the wiring is done. I've looked at pictures of funny car motors, and sometimes they have the distributor in the front and sometimes they have it in the back. I decided to put this one in the back, but you know, like I said, I've done some detail work here and there. The fuel line for, you know, the gas tank here, you can see the fuel line down there. I painted the ends of it gold, where it meets up with the tank and then meets up with the motor. Probably can't see it that well, but one thing I've been using for those fuel lines is I've been using soldering wire. I've seen people use soldering wire to detail their motors, to use it, you know, for this and that, and it works out pretty good, you know, because you can paint it whatever you want, and then you can shape it in any way you want to shape it, which, so I like that. And let me see here. What? Oh yeah, another thing I did with this, first time I've done this, is I put boots on the spark plug wires. That's something I've never done. I decided to go ahead and try it, see how difficult it would be. It was, I don't know, it wasn't too hard, I guess. You know, I took some 3/32 tubing, plastic tubing, and just cut it and attached it to the wire, painted in black, and just glued them on there. So I think that came out pretty good. The tires, the drag slicks, I really like those because they're about as wide as I usually like drag slicks to be on a drag model car. I wish you could find these drag slicks. I've never seen them that big sold anywhere separately, but I really like the way they look. I put my own decals on there, Goodyear decals. I'm trying to think what else I did. Let's see, got the bottom of the car there, not really much to see on the bottom. A lot of people have been painting their transmissions black, and I usually just keep them silver. And of course, you can see I painted the engine red. I always paint the engine red. I probably should try a different color. And of course, the supercharger block there, I painted that red in between the panels there. And then of course I got the red on the butterflies on the air scoop. And I put a gold cap on the gas tank there. So, but that's pretty much about it, you know. The rest of it's just, oh, and of course I made my own seat belts. I always make my own harness, seat belt harness there. So, but anyway, this is my Trojan Horse funny car. And, you know, again, you guys let me know what you think. I don't know if there's a whole lot of you guys out there get into funny cars or drag cars or whatever, but I really enjoy them. I like building them. As I mentioned in my last video, I'm trying something different. Been doing my, I started on a Porsche 918 Spider car, sports car, by Revell, and it's really an elaborate model, a lot more elaborate than these funny cars. These funny cars are pretty easy to build, actually. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think of my latest model here. You know, any suggestions or whatnot. You know, if you like it or don't like it, or you know, helpful criticisms, whatever you'd like to tell me. And so, hope you enjoyed it. You guys have a great rest of the day. Talk to you later.